What's good at YouTube? Plus Master here. We got another tier list. I know it's not going to be one of those where we do it all together, But I have a tier list. And let me know down in the comments what you would do for your tier list. So let's get into it. For the S tier, I think just, it's pretty obvious. It's going to be just the best ones, which is Toxic Water, Lightning in a Bottle, and Smoky Spirits. And if you don't know what those do, I will teach you. I will show you. I'll tell you, whatever. Because this is potion class, so make sure you... What is it? That little Harry Potter meme? Like, flick the shit out of your wands. There's a... Alright. So, Toxic Water is... All the potions are 0 cost. And then they are still considered to be contracted. But for 0 cost. And then they have a aura type. Most of the time. I think there's only like 3 that don't. They're colorless. But Toxic Water is a water potion. And you can play it on your turn. And for that turn, it can remove all the traits from a beastie. So it's a good way to get rid of something like Quetz or Frog. Or any kind of problem. Really. Card. If you're having a problem dealing with some stone skin thing, it's got your back. Lightning in a Bottle is just, generic clutch. Just stand something back up and attack again. You stack these in your hand and you could possibly win the game off of it, depending on the state of game, depending on what beastie you're attacking with. It's really good, but it is a lightning potion. And it'll be able to unfatigue a beastie of your choice that isn't asleep, And it will also give it first strike, which is actually really important. That's probably going to be the best way to deal with that Quetz. It still will go to a coin flip, but that is better than your shit just automatically dying, I guess. Or just getting smacked. And then Smoky Spirits is a dark potion that you can contract it at any time to be any time that that an opponent declares an attack. So it's mainly going to be played on your opponent's turn. There's some things that could possibly make it, so you could use it on your turn, I suppose. But it's just going to end the combat right there. And if that is the only beastie or artifact that you have in the arena, it can't be targeted for another attack. So they can still target you for an attack, but not the thing you Smoky Spirit. So all they have is a frog. You got 5 things trying to swing at the frog, and they have 1 Smoky Spirit. You're not going to hit the frog. Sad. Anyway, let's go on over to the A tier, which you could use some adjustments. I do like the Camouflage Potion up in the A tier. Sounds pretty good. Let me know what you think in the comments. But Exquisite Stew. It's pretty nice. How much does that actually burn for? But you'll be able to, it is basically your upstart goblin. If you're familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. You're just going to pay 50, bookmark 1, draw 1, and then you inflict yourself with 5 burn. If you're at higher life points than your opponent. So the idea is to not have that happen. I don't know. I mean, if you play the bear, then sure, go ahead, burn yourself. gain some health for the bear and yourself. Then Bubbling Brew. Bubbling Brew, I think it's an alright card. It mainly just is kind of like in this A tier, just because it is like the main go-to to just handle Gumberoo. So if you're not, an Exquisite Stew is a forest potion. Bubbling Brew is a flame or fire. I'm not sure which one you call it. A flame potion. So it let's go. It'll make it so if they attack, it'll deal 20 damage, right? Or oh shit. Using Caster's Society to look at this, but I wasn't going over how many you can play. So Toxic Water, you can play 3. Lightning in a Bottle, you can play 5. Smoky Spirits, you can play 5. Exquisite Stew, you can play 2. Bubbling Brew, you can play 5. There we go. So inflict Beastie with burn 3 or deal 5 damage to it. Or until the end of your next turn, all beasties are dealt 20 damage when they declare an attack. Some other sent. This damage is not inflicted by or a type advantage. Okay. You could do that, I guess, if they're like super wide. I think that would be kind of chill, maybe. But I think you just be like, hey, that your Gumberoo's, fuck it. It burn 3, 5 damage. Doesn't matter. It blows up. They take 50 damage. That's the whole idea of that. So onto the B tier. Anti-Potion Potion. So this is one of the colorless ones. You can play 10. And if you can't play any other potions if you play this. So you can kind of deal, you have enough to be able to deal with 5 lightning, 5 smokies. If you play all 10 anti-potion potions, which is ridiculous. I don't know who would actually do that, or what deck could actually handle that would actually still maintain a 40 card deck. Alright. So, yeah. What's cool about this is they Smoky Spirit, right? You anti-potion potion, they can't Smoky Spirit the rest of that turn. If they did lightning in a bottle, and they're trying to go ham and do 5 lightning in a bottle all right now on this turn, you anti-potion one of them, they're just dead cards in their hand now for this turn. So it's really good. It's really good side deck card. It's kind of hard to main it, especially with that cosmic deck going around trying to be all like, I don't need potions. And I think lightning doesn't need potions. So anti-potion potion, good side deck, not a good main deck. You kind of want to see it against Frog. It's really the only way to deal with it on their turn when they try to lightning in a bottle, and you can kind of shut them out. If they try to Smoky Spirits when you're about to smack into it. So it's really good as a side. I definitely recommend you play like, 3 to 4, 2 to 4 if you really want to only play 2. But I would say 3 is bare minimum. That's just me. Camouflage Potion is another colorless. It's at 3 in your spell book. And this is pretty dope. It's pretty good for Frog too, right? Because you make the Frog invisible, or you target Beastie, make it invisible, and it'll come back on your turn. It won't be invisible anymore, so you can like kind of loop it if you have these in your hand. So you stack these, lightning in the bottles, and try to get as much use out of your Frog as possible. So it's pretty good. Over to the C tier, and the last tier I would say that's worth playing in Texas, unless you're playing the niche. If you're playing Earth, But let's go into the C tier, which is Chaos Potion, which is the other. So that means there's 4 colorless, I think. unless luck potion is a light. So Chaos Potion is a colorless potion. It's pretty dope. I honestly don't know how many you can play. I think it's 5. Let's double check. It's 10. Don't know why you would do that. But when there will be a time where there's going to be 60 card deck metas. Not anytime soon probably, but there will be. Okay? And running 10 potions isn't going to be crazy. So, because technically, I mean, but they do different things. But technically, Frog can play, if they really wanted to, they can play 5 Smoky and 5 Lightning in a bottle. But those are just, like, broken. Like, those, like those if you could play 10 of those, you would play 10 of those probably. You know, those things are so good. But, yeah, so Chaos Potion, it's a 10 of, it's a colorless. You'll be able to target a beastie and change its aura type. So, I don't know, Magic in the future, like, I could see, you know, you just have, like, this beautiful 1-drop that hits for 30, you know, that, like, maybe it's, like, even colorless, right? It's just that simple. You drop this Chaos Potion, you just nuke whatever aura effect they have. That thing just doof, dies. You know, I can't wait to see it. I think there will be like some kind of like chameleon deal where it's gonna change its aura type and stuff. That would be dope. But yeah, I don't know. That would have to be like an actual cryptid that exists at the same time. So let me know if you guys know of anything that like is like that like, you know, maybe like the predator, like the forest predator thing that can, I don't know, but it won't be able to turn into fire, right? Because it's like weak to fire, I think. I can't remember. Shit. The predator freaking, what is it? I don't even know what it's called, but there's just you answer a bunch of questions about the show or the movie. Yeah, I can't think of it. Anyway, so Chaos Potion's dope. Mainly like a combo, I would say, with like Injured Cole and the Headless Nun kind of deal. Headless Nun, and maybe it's the Weeping Black Angel. Also, I think that it just like kills. It'll be like your Darkling's dead. So. Yeah, good stuff. Health potion is like niche-y. I think it's like, you know, you play light, you play schmooze, you like it. Other than that, I don't know. Healing 50. The payout isn't there. Maybe if you healed 50 and drew a card with 0 aura cost, it would be played, for sure, right? Even if it wasn't even drawing a card, you just picked up a card and then took a card from your deck and put it at the bottom, then maybe it would see play. But just healing 50, like you still have to have a beastie that's damaged, unless you're playing like the water to wine deal, you know, then it's just like, shit is good. So copy cut, that's also a light. That's why I brought up the schmooze. And it'll just heal, it'll heal 25. Eesh. It doesn't even heal 50. It damages 50 when you have water to wine. It only heals 25. Like, get out of here. Sheesh. Copy cups, it could see something later on, you know, if it just boosts itself, you know, and there's like some artifacts, you just drop that and it heals like 75, you'll play it. So it'll have play. All these potions are going to be played eventually. Then we'll do a new tier list. Probably, maybe, I don't know. Copy Cups is a frost potion. The only frost potion, which I think everything only has one. And I think, how many of these? I think you only can play 2. Yeah, 2. And all it will do is you basically like graveyard swipe, limbo swipe, a potion from your opponent's limbo. So they have lightning in the bottle in there. Boom. Now copy cups is lightning in the bottle. And also it's a trap. So if you are like technically like, you know, people are going to swing into your frog unless they can just straight pop the frog. And you don't have Smoky Spirits. They played Smoky Spirits. You slap that copy cups underneath the frog and it will trigger as a trap, so then you can get the Smoky Spirits. Woohoo! It's really cool. Copy cuts is awesome. It is also probably just a side deck, so unless you're like thirsty for lightning in a bottle, you know, like you just can't get enough. Which, you know, I don't blame you. But I'm jealous of the deck space that you had to be able to do that. How did you do it? Anyway, Brain in a Jar, I have no idea what this does. I gotta look it up. It is a cosmic one, though. And there's 2. You may only contract this page when a beastie is flipped up with a trap trait. Okay. Huh. Traps aren't relevant, that's why. Okay. That beastie loses all effect, text, box, terror bonuses, and becomes a 1 LP artifact with destroyed. Search your spellbook for a page with aura cost equal to that page's aura cost. Shuffle your spellbook and place that page on top of your spellbook. So, oh, baby. That shit is jacked, actually. Brain in a Jar. That seems good, dude. Like, traps just aren't played, but poof. As soon as there is, you better have these things. As soon as there's some good traps, you're gonna want these things, man. And this is Nightfall. Nightfall is already hard to pick up. So if you don't have this thing, I would pick it up just for future use when traps are played again. Because that is just so good. That's why it's at 2. Because it's so good, dude. It's just no one's playing traps, so it's not relevant. Currently. But that shit is good. And it can be played in any deck. Right? Is it a cosmic? Page. Search. Yeah, it doesn't say it has to be a cosmic page. So that's dope. Unlucky Potion. I know, Unlucky Potion's indeed. But, I mean, I just don't see the value in some of these right now. Like, if you could double trigger, like, very easily with these things in the future, like, Unlucky Potion would be dope. But all it does, how many is there that you can have? 3. Yes, it's a good one. You can have 3 of this. Oh, I'm so hungry. You can have 3 of these, and you can play it at any time. So all it's gonna do is, like, for example, I mean, technically, this is a good side, like, especially if you're afraid of lightning. Because they go, oh, I lightning bolt, I paralyze, the card paralyze, excuse me, and the coin flip is automatically considered heads unless otherwise. Well, Unlucky Potion is that otherwise. So you'll be able to be like, well, it's not going to be a head because I have Unlucky Potion, so I'm gonna change it to be tails, and now my homie is not paralyzed. Schwaboom. So it's a good side deck card. Look at that. Talking about side deck. Talking about side decks. In the next video. Probably not, because we already videotaped that one or recorded, whatever. Alright, next is Graveyard's Mud. Which Graveyard Mud is whatever. This shit is dope. Graveyard Mud is dope. Especially if you can, like, zombie world your shit and make it into, like, a different aura type. This gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Just straight up bring whatever. Well, it's straight up zombie thing. So I could see, like, that would be sick. Like, we see, like, a dark archetype that when it dies, it considers itself an earth beastie. Dope. And then it'll be a zombie, which will do like a little zombie, you know, just give some tribal shit, dude. All they have is like, I pop your thing, and I try to make someone fat or scare your thing. So I think it would be nice if there was a more consistent tribal boost option in Dark, you know, for like zombies, possibly. And then, you know, because zombies are fucked. Like, when there's more zombies, like, you're gonna tell me that they're not gonna be stronger? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyway, let's finish this video off with Lucky Potion, which it's, let's see, is it a light? Is it a colorless? Oh yeah, so anyway, the Graveyard Mud, you can play 2, you drop it, and you can contract an Earth Beastie from your limbo. But this card will go into, like, Afterlife. It won't go into the cemetery. It'll go into Afterlife, so it won't be able to be, like, copy-cubbed and stuff like that. Because they're already thinking. They already, like, think ahead. Like, I feel like he's got, like, a majority of the sets. It's gonna be, like, way down the road. Like, 5 years from now or some shit. Where, like, you know, probably even 10 with Mike. But, yeah, like, 10 years from now. That's when it's probably gonna be more. I mean, there was, like, the tiny island thing, but, you know, that's, like, little. I feel like it was really little, but there's, like, then it'll be kind of like, okay, well, you know, forgot about that one card. Shit. You know, and then there'll kind of be, like, a little broken thing for a little bit. I could kind of see that happening, but it just seems like they're just, like, the wording on everything is just, like, solid. The bricks are laid very well. So it is a colorless potion. So there's like 4, right? Or is there 5? I don't know. There's 4 or 5 of the colorless potions that you can play for Luck Potion. And this just makes it, the next time you would flip a coin or roll a dice, you may choose a result. So, and it just says the next time. So I don't know if it fizzles. Be cool if it doesn't fizzle, because then when you try to fear someone on their turn, right, you can play this on your turn when you try to fear them on your turn with, say, like Bloody Mary or like Boogeyman, something like that. You would get to choose the result, so it the scare would automatically go off and stuff. So seems good. Seems decent. I don't know. So that's going to be the tier list, you guys. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe something should have been higher for you. Maybe something should have been lower. Just let me know. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the Patreon if you want to help out the channel. It should be down in the description. I'll give you guys, like, you know, soon. I'm just kind of worried about Dallas right now. Dude, my eyes. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Oh gosh. Ugh. Anyway, but, you know, I'm trying to just get ready for Dallas right now. So it's kind of whatever. But, I'm going to be doing some fan art stuff. There's going to be mats. There's going to be a ton of stuff. We're going to have shirts, all the stuff. It's all coming. So, but there's no rush on joining the Patreon. That's why I'll get you guys some stuff. You guys can see it. You'll be like, ooh, that's nice. I want that. Once you guys have money, I know how it is. I'd love to be a Patreon for Meta Bros and Purple Elf Production. It's just kind of like, I need money to go to Texas and come back and still pay rent and do all of those things and shit. So, I'm talking super quiet. I'm falling asleep. But yeah, so, that's why, I will eventually be a Patreon for Meta Bros and Purple Elf Productions, but I'm more worried about that after Texas and all that stuff. So, alright, have a good one, you guys. Stay safe out there. And remember to always plus.